My mind actually can't really comprehend that it's the end of the year, and I say that every year, blah, blah, blah. This year, really, it is messing with me, and so here we are today talking about my favorite purchases of 2021. I have quite a few, but at the same time, I really tried to narrow it down because you guys know, if you watch me, that I always have like so many favorites. All the time I say, this is my favorite, this is my favorite if I love it. So I really tried to actually put together things that I know for sure are my favorite and that I'm gonna have forever and love forever, and just things that I'm really glad that I purchased this year, and give my honest thoughts and opinions on them and stuff. So I narrowed it down to like a handful and a half of things, and I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know yours down below. I always love to hear what you guys have liked purchasing this year and that kind of thing. And also, a side note is that all of these things, I think almost all of them, were not thrifted, and that's because I'm actually going to make a different video of all of my favorite thrift finds of the year, because I felt like that needed its own dedicated video, or else this video would be like all of my thrift finds. So these are all the things I purchased retail, that kind of thing, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, feel free to subscribe down below, follow my Instagram, all of that kind of stuff. And I think we're going to start with a little bit of fashion things, because that's my favorite category. So I've been talking nonstop about these lately, and so I'm just going to add them in really quickly in the beginning and then shut up about them. But my fake Birkenstocks from Walmart that I bought for $13. I just love them. I think they're so comfortable. I've had them for about a month, I want to say, or a few weeks. And I do have a pair of like the real Birkenstock ones that I bought on Poshmark, I think like last year. And I would say that those are up there too, like with these. But I honestly have to say that I think these might be a little bit more comfortable, just because they have like padding. And if you've ever worn Birkenstocks, they're comfortable to a certain extent, but they're like hard on your foot. And sometimes it's just nice to have like a slipper feel on your foot. And these give you that with still giving the same look as the Birkenstocks do, and I think that they're really nice, cozy, comfortable, and just easy to style, easy to slip on with anything, like whether the outfit is a little bit more dressy or more casual. Just go with like a lot of things, and so I love them. I would say these definitely fit true to size, although I got my regular size, and I would definitely go up a size if I could, but I think that these are the biggest size that they have are an 11. However, they do fit perfectly, but I would still want some like wiggle room for like super chunky thick socks, that kind of thing. But I love these. They also come in, I want to say they come in pink and black, if I'm not mistaken. So the second thing, they're also shoes, and I have gotten a lot of sneakers this year, and sneakers that I love. If I were to like limit myself to one like genre of shoes, it would be sneakers. That's where like my heart is, and I think that these ones would have to be my favorite. Are the New Balance 550s collaboration with ALD, and as you can see, they're pretty torn up, but I wear the heck out of them. I think I wear them multiple times a week, every week since I've gotten them. And if I have somewhere that I need to be comfortable or want to be comfortable, I choose these shoes. I think they're cute. They literally go with everything. They go with like a blazer suit or like a pantsuit if you want. They go with a dress. They go with just jeans. They go great with sweats. They literally just go with everything. I love this colorway as well. And I believe I did buy them off of the ALD site when they dropped, if I remember correctly. If not, I bought them on StockX, which is my favorite place to buy shoes. StockX and Goat are definitely like my top two that I go to buy sneakers. Not exactly sure what the value of these are currently on StockX and Goat and stuff right now. I know that they were getting up there to a little bit like absurd amounts, but I do know that I was on there shopping for like other New Balance 550s for gifts and stuff, and I want to say I found a pair of like the white and black ones for like 150, I want to say, which I'd say is a lot better than what these are definitely going for and other colorways and stuff. And I think you get the exact same look with them. They would still be as comfortable. I can't vouch for that because I don't have them, but I have heard that. So I think if you're like looking for the New Balance 550s, I think any of the colorways, if you can get like your hands on a good price for them, I would highly recommend it, because again, they're just my favorite. They're so comfortable. They're cute. They're classics to me that I'll have forever, and I love them. Okay, next for fashion, I have two hats, and I also am a hat person. I love hats. I wear them just about, probably honestly, every other day, and these are my two top favorites. So this one is the one I would actually say, if I'm not cheating and saying things that I recently purchased, I would say this hat. I want to say I bought this at the beginning of the year, which was like at the end of last winter. I don't know if I've ever watched a Yankees game, so I'm definitely a fake fan, but with that being said, I love their logo. It's very cute, and I think that they're classics in my wardrobe now at this point. I think that they have amazing colorways as well, and these hats specifically. And for some reason, it's like I would love to get like a Detroit, like a Tigers hat, but they're just not as cute as these in my opinion. So I bought this one on Urban Outfitters again at the beginning of the year, and I love it. I've worn it with everything, and even though it's green, I still think it goes with a lot of things, at least in my closet, because I do have a lot of green, so maybe that's it. But then I just recently bought this one, and if I were to recommend one hat, I would say this color goes with so much more than you would think it does. Like this navy blue color, it goes with tans, it goes with whites, it goes with blues, it goes with grays, it goes with color, it goes with everything so nicely. And I think that this one is my current favorite. So I just love them in general. Again, staples that I'll have forever, wear forever. And in my opinion, I think they just finish off an outfit really nicely. The blue one I bought from Amazon recently, and I think it was about $20, I want to say. So I'll link it down below. But lastly, in my fashion category, I have bags. I did add quite a few bags this year to my collection, but I would say that these two are my favorite. I'm going to start with my Telfar one, and I think that this is my most colorful bag. It's beautiful to me. I think it's such a statement piece, and the size is perfect. This is the Telfar mini shopping tote. This is the shopping bag small in pool blue by Telfar. It's only on StockX. I think you can get it for $1.99, which I think is like only $50 more than the original like retail price. StockX verifies and authenticates it for you, so you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. So that's why I like buying off of StockX if I'm going to, because Poshmark, if you're over like a certain threshold, I think it's 500, then they authenticate it. But if not, then you have to do it yourself. So I like that StockX just kind of has it built in. But in general, I just love this bag. I think it's a classic. Again, it goes with so much more than you would think. And I like adding these little bits of color into my wardrobe because again, I have a lot of blacks and whites and creams and tans and stuff. And so when I add these accessories in, I feel like it just gives me that finishing touch that kind of makes an outfit more fun. I feel like the Telfar design is very sleek and minimal. I love, so I think it's really easy to get away with like a fun color in it, and this is just has made me so happy every time I wear it. Okay, next, I think this is my most worn bag. This is my jacquemus bambino bag in this brown leather, and this fits all of my cards perfectly. I won't say all of my cards. I do have to like limit it when I do wear this, but I wear it to concerts. It's the perfect bag for concerts. I wear it out and about. I wear it shopping because it's like it's not even there basically. It just doesn't even feel like it. And actually this is kind of like cheating because I didn't buy this myself. Jared bought me this I think last year for Christmas, and it's been so amazing and it's more of a splurge purchase, especially for the size and everything. It sounds stupid to pay that much for a small bag, and I think, yeah, you know, it is, for especially this size. I will say the quality is amazing, and just in general, I've found other dupes for this bag specifically. I think on like Princess Polly and ASOS, they have similar bags, and I think that's what draws me to this bag so much, is just the shape and the size, everything like that. I love it. And again, it's just going to be a staple forever. And this is actually the bag, surprisingly. You would think that it doesn't, but this is the bag I've gotten the most compliments on, because people are like, oh my god, it's like a wallet in a bag. Like, I love that. And also, I think it's just cute because it literally looks like a mini bag. I don't know. Okay, moving into like the beauty realm, I only have like a few things for it. First are my Pixie blushes. I have been talking a lot about these again lately because I recently got this color, which I think is so nice for winter. But in the summer, this was my go-to color. Anyway, wait, sorry. This is the Pixie on the Glow blush. It's the Tinted Moisture Stick, and it's so hydrating. If you have dry skin or just want a really nice looking like natural glow, this is it. Every time that I get compliments on my glow, like online and stuff, I feel like I'm wearing this. And again, this is the first color that I have. It is called Juicy, and it's like more of like a coral peachy color, which again I loved for summer. And then I just recently bought this color called Ruby. See, this is like my exact blush shade, like my natural blush, oops, on my skin. And just in general, I just love these so much. I get them at Target. They are a little bit pricier for like a drugstore product, but I think first of all, they give you a lot of product. Like, I've used this one so many times and I've barely like had to like wind it up or anything. But I'd say these are probably my favorite beauty product of the entire year. So I know you guys know I work with Dossier a lot. I love them. I love working with them because they really are my favorite fragrance brand. This video is not sponsored. I feel like that's necessary to say. I was gifted this particular one like through a previous campaign that I did with them, but I have bought two of my own, one for traveling and then one to keep in my car because I literally don't want to ever have to go without it. This is the Oriental Cherry perfume by Dossier. It's supposed to smell inspired by the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, which is very, very expensive. And this one I want to say is $40, $50 or something, but it smells heavenly. I don't know how to describe it. It's so sweet, so sultry, and just like beautiful and precious. And so this is my favorite scent of the year. I don't know if I'm ever going to find a scent that I love more than this, but this is definitely a favorite of the year, and I figured I had to mention that. Lastly, for personal care items, I do have these two clips from the brand Chunks. I think they're Chunks Shop on Instagram, and I think they're sold at like a few different places, like from the lobby, I want to say they're sold on, and a few other places like that. You can just buy directly from their site, which is what I did, and I think they are so amazing. I actually just put these in a recent favorites video also, but I figured I'd mention them here because these are my favorite of the year. I just think they're such good quality. They're beautiful. They hold all of my hair into place. Like I don't have to readjust them with some clips that are like not as strong tension wise. They're just perfect and they're, again, beautiful. And also they're a small business, so I love that also. Okay, lastly, this is a product or an item that has changed my life for the better, has made my life so much more enriched and like glorious. That's so dramatic, but it's so true. It's my Kindle Oasis. I love this thing. I never thought I was gonna be a Kindle girl. I just didn't. I thought, no, I like the touch of the books. I like the smell of the books. I just like it. But this has made like reading more accessible to me and like easier because I don't have to like go out, find the book or whatever, or wait for it to come. I'm very impulsive, and when I want to read a book, I want to read it like that second. So I go on here, search it, and buy it. I would have to say, let me see my favorite books. Let me see my library, and I'll tell you what my favorite books of the year were because I feel like that kind of goes in with this. But just in general, if you're looking into a Kindle, I highly recommend the Oasis. I think you can definitely, yeah, you can get it on Amazon. Super lightweight, easy to like hold and everything. But also I like that they have two little buttons on the side where you can like program them to whatever you want. You can also like change the side. So like if you're laying on this side and then you change to laying on this side, that's why I like a Kindle as well, because it like moves with you. You can adjust the warmth and the brightness, which I also love for reading in bed because I can set it to like not keep Jared up or anything, but to where I can still see it. And if I want it like warmer at night to not be as like in my face bright, I love that as well. And again, I just think it's so easy to go on and buy a book. And I think that the books are actually more inexpensive because you're not like paying for the paper copy. But first favorite book that I read is actually a trilogy, and Sinners of Saint trilogy by LJ Shen. So the first one is called Vicious. That was my favorite one of the whole trilogy. I just loved that. If you're looking for a very good sexy romance novel, but like very, but it's also very deep and kind of heavy in a way. I just love that. And then the second one is Defy, and then there's Ruckus. And another favorite is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. Again, it's a heavier romance novel, but it's so good. I love anything by Colleen Hoover. She's a really amazing author. I definitely am so thankful that I found her this year. Definitely found her from Steph Bower on YouTube, who is one of my favorite YouTubers. She's a book talker on TikTok, and she also makes YouTube videos of vlogs and book stuff, and she's just amazing. And so I'm very thankful to have found her. And another book I also liked was The Last Mrs. Parrish. I thought that was really good. That was gonna be a little bit more thrilling. And before I got my Kindle, this was my last like paper book that I read at the beginning of the year. It's Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. And this book was just amazing. Basically, the whole thing is actually like on the book. No one's ever told Eleanor that life should be better than fine. And I think that that's what this whole book really is about. It's very, again, it's almost a little bit darker. And there's just a lot of complexities in this. And I think that it's just a really, really great book. And I'd highly recommend it. I think this one might be like my second one next to the Vicious series of my favorites that I read this year. So that is it. That's all of my favorites for this year. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thank you for watching this also, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.